Welcome back, brothers and sisters. Braden, Tim, Second Legacy. You are amazing. And today's crazy level in our current environment in the two-way space, the political space, it begs for a remedy. And we are going to bring that to you right now. G3, Goofy Gun Grabbers, has returned because there is a plethora available to bring to the amazing people of Second Legacy. So if you guys are enjoying the amazing humor, the targeted sarcasm for the two-way cause, make sure you hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, turn the notification bell on. And with that said, Tim, Goofy Gun Grabbers is your baby. This is your creation. So take the wheel and take us on a journey, my man.
All right. So as you guys know, coming out of last weekend, there was an event that took place, a political event where President Trump was shot at. And the lunatics have been all over social media posting their hot takes from this weekend's events. And so I've collected a few of them that I found to be particularly interesting, and I want to share those with you today. So Dr. Slides, if you could throw up number 8, this is Samuel Schwartz. He had a relative that was killed at Parkland, and he has used that to elevate his social media creds because the guy is all over X and other places posting anti-gun stuff, and this is what he has to say. It's worth saying that if this can happen to a former president of the United States with literal Secret Service protection, then of course we are not safe in our schools, places of worship, malls, or anywhere else. We need common sense gun reform now. This post has been deleted. It lasted about 10 minutes. And see, folks, this is something that we talk about quite often here on Second Legacy and things we've talked about on our other channels. The left cannot contain themselves when something like this happens. They immediately jump on the dead bodies that haven't even assumed room temperature yet to get in front of the first camera and microphone where they can get out there and call for you to surrender your rights. And that's what he did. And he realized the folly of this stupidity and immediately deleted his tweet because he caught lots of flack for it. Well-deserved flack. Because these idiots will not stop. They don't care. Like, you'll usually see, like even Sean Ryan, he was supposed to release a video today. He posted on X, we're going to delay the release of the video. It has nothing to do with what just happened. He's just delaying the video release because they want to give a moment of silence, if you will. Right? That's generally what people on the right will do. We, when there's a tragedy or something like that, something that happens, we try not to immediately go out and talk about it within the first 10 minutes. We'll give it a few days, right? People need to grieve things. Not the left, folks. They are going to take, it's literally in their playbook. They know that they have a certain window after something happens where emotions are high that they can convince you to surrender your rights. And so they push.
You don't waste a crisis, my man.
Well, that's exactly what they say. I mean, they've literally said that. Never let a crisis go to waste. And that's what old Samuel Schwartz was doing here. But then he caught so much heat for it, he deleted his tweet. Thoughts?
Well, and that actually happened a lot across the spectrum. No,
a lot of tweet deletions.
I think, there was a lot of tweletions.
Screenshot them because they're going away. Because they're deleting them.
We'll work on combining delete and tweet. We'll figure it out.
Gonna Biden it.
Gonna Biden it, yeah. Just
slur them together.
And solve our difference. You know the thing. Anyway, so this is status quo. Exactly what you said. Now the only difference here, and this is kind of interesting because you kind of get into the underlying. I don't want to say psychology. It can kind of be psychology, but every time that there's a crisis, like you said, there's always a moment where you can capitalize on the emotional response. They always do it every single time. However, sometimes, like in this case, where they try to twist it out of context back into their context because they need attention on their cause, it gets such a backlash that it ends up being a negative on what they're doing. To me, when they do this and they delete posts, it shows you exactly how far over or off the target they are. And I mean, he's not the only one that did it.
No,
I mean,
a lot of post deletions.
Like all the normies did. I mean, Davey Hogg made it 2 hours before he did it. I actually did a post on my Twitter account that was like, who had the pool on before midnight? Because he did do it like for like an hour and a half. He's like, violence is bad. Don't do that to Trump. Glad he's okay. Okay, I'm clocking out. And then like an hour and a half later, it's like, so gun control wouldn't have happened or would have prevented it. I mean, it took like 10 seconds.
Yeah.
But Shannon Watts did the same thing. Giffords.org did the same thing. They all did the same thing every time for gun safety.
Yep.
And they end up in the same trash bin because they're all grifters.
Yep.
God.
They know exactly what they're doing. But what's funny is he knows that this post was in bad taste. To the point where he deleted it. but it didn't change the way he thinks, or it won't stop him from making similarly bad posts going forward. These people have no ability to self-regulate. They will never question their own ideology. They are 100% committed to you surrendering your rights, and nothing's going to change that. So,
but you know why that is, though? I think this is an important thing to understand, because you have to realize who you're fighting. Like when we say fighting, we're talking about politically fighting for our rights in a political fashion, right?
Right.
So when you're talking about identifying the opposition to your ideals and putting your ideas forward, you have to understand where their ideas are at. They have put the gun control movement as a part of their identity. It is not, I'm Samuel Schwartz. I like these things. I do this. I'm going to have a family. Here's my career. No. It is literally gun control 24/7.
Yep.
That is all it is. Because it's all related to their income. It's all related to their exposure. It's all related to their followings, which then circles back to their influence, to their money, to their political contributions. That's exactly what this is.
And as evidence that this is part of their identity, you can identify these people fairly quickly on Twitter because they put orange squares next to their names. Mm-hmm. And that just tells you that this is their identity. This is who they are, and this is what they're committed to. So, easy to spot. All right, my next one. This guy... Jink the Kink is my favorite, dude. This guy is notorious for saying stupid stuff. And this is another deleted post. What, you like my Trumpian name for him?
Yeah, it's very good. I just have to know before you play the clip, did you make that up or did you hear that somewhere?
I just made it up on the fly. It rhymed.
That's incredible. Do you know why that's so incredible? I got to tell you this. I'm sorry. Total rumble strip.
Sure. Rumble strip it.
So one of the reasons that he's so mocked in a lot of spaces is on one of his shows like 10 years ago, he was talking about bestiality should be normalized.
That fits perfect.
And you just, I thought that's what you were referencing.
Didn't know. I can just tell that this guy probably needs his phone checked. I mean, you can see it in his eyes. But anyway,
continue.
I fully expect him to get a visit from Alex Rosen at some point. I truly do.
Oh my God. Okay.
All right. So anyway, Doc, if you could play number 9 for us.
Hey guys, Trump's been shot. When he got up, he was bleeding from the ear, but he seemed perfectly fine. He's not dead. He's fine. Like my best guess, and this is just a guess because he was just shot, is that he was. It looked like a BB gun or something.
It looked
bad guess,
like a BB gun.
bad guess. Not a good guess at all. No.
A BB gun, folks. So this tells you that the people that want to take your guns away have no idea what a gun is. They probably don't know which end of the barrel the bullet comes out of. Here he is giving his expert commentary about it was probably just a BB gun, folks, because anybody that's ever owned a Red Ryder knows full well that you can easily shoot 150 yards with a BB. How many of you out there watching?
A gunshot report.
Right, and a report, because he was like clapping his hands really loud or something. But... think about this. Anybody that's ever owned a BB gun, I know many of you have, when you fire a BB, what happens? Even at 50 yards. Because they're shooting little spherical balls. They don't fly straight. Hitting a target at 150 yards, even if the BB made it there, which good chances it wouldn't, you wouldn't even know it hit you. It certainly wouldn't draw blood from your ear. These people are out there making idiot posts like this, like, don't worry, folks, it was just a loud noise and he fell on stage, or, oh, don't worry, folks, it's all staged, or worse yet, another hot take like, Jink the Kink here. It was just a BB gun. He's fine. Just a little blood in the air. It's all good. Nothing to see here, folks. Baghdad Bob. Nothing to see here. There was one American in Baghdad, and we got rid of him. It's just like these people are insane. And he deleted it. Another deletion. I wonder why.
Deletion. It's almost like the deletions are the proof positive of what you accuse them of. I mean, it's really easy to tell. Was I over the target on that one? Oh, he deleted his post. I mean, just as a point of reference, I have not deleted a single post on my personal Twitter. Like when I'm talking about these people, like to these people and all, I've never deleted one unless I can't edit it, and I made so many spelling corrections because I was so furiously typing so fast because I was so irritated. I mean, like, that's the only time I've deleted anything. Oh, God.
Not these people. The delete button works just as fast as the post button because they're constantly posting stupid stuff, and they catch a bunch of flack for it, wind up on the front page of Fox News, and they delete their post. It's just unbelievable. All right, so
let's keep going.
No goofy gun grabbers would be complete without old Davey Hogg chiming in. Now, here's another guy that knows no shame and very rarely deletes his tweets. He does occasionally, but he'll just let these fester. Number 10, Doc, Davey Hogg. Our nation's ease of access to firearms is a threat to our democracy. Not only as threats to those running for office, but to our current democratic norms that would be violated in retaliatory violence between political parties. We have to do more to end gun violence. Because you see, folks, it's the guns committing. It wasn't a shooter on the roof. It was a rifle on the roof. That rifle needs to be regulated, and we need to spank that rifle. We cannot have these rifles running around doing these things. They never want to talk about the person causing the violence, the people that are actually trying to hurt other people. It's never about them. It's about the gun. It's the gun's fault. And then he likes to pretend like this is just some recent event. I'm guessing he doesn't own a history book, because I'm pretty sure President Lincoln being shot at Ford's Theater is not a recent event. No,
that's true. That turns out to be a little old.
You know, the Archduke Ferdinand, not even in the United States. How did World War I kick off?
Man, that Archduke. I hate to see it.
So, but according to Davey, it's your AR-15 that is the problem, and all this political violence and political nonsense is just a recent development, and it's all because of the guns, folks.
Violence has never been until guns were invented in the United States in his lifetime.
I mean,
they didn't ban duels in France from the king because they were killing all their aristocracy. No, they didn't ban swords or anything like that. No, who would do that? It's weird. But you know what I would like to say about this tweet? It's kind of a weird way of saying what he said. I just want to set up camp on it for a quick second. The way that he phrases this part, not only as threats to those running for office, this part, but to our democratic norms that would be violated in retaliatory violence between political parties. Is that a long way of saying civil war?
Yes, it is.
Because that seems a little like, when someone doesn't say the obvious thing in the room, but they say like 800 words to cover the exact same thing, or they just don't address it. It makes it worse than when they would have just said it.
Right.
It's like, what are you trying to hide? Retaliatory violence between political parties, which again would insinuate something other than guns.
Right.
Ugh.
But we need to do more to end gun violence between political parties.
Big broad statement.
These parties and their guns committing violence. It's we just got to get these guns under control. These darn guns.
Man, they're so evil.
Oh, anyway, so yeah, that's a hot take, and he didn't delete that one, so that one has stood. It did get community noted, pointing out his obvious stupidity, but we're not going to go into that. My favorite, LotaMan is my favorite.
Oh, you like this guy?
I'm blocked, but I have a secondary account from another browser that I will go and
sneaky.
Yeah, and follow these clowns, just so I can see the stupidity. And LotaMan's been on a roll. This is just one of about 50 tweets he made and then deleted. Number 11.
It's a weird name,
Doc.
It's a weird name.
Yeah, we'll talk about that because there's a bit of a problem there as well. Number 11. This is LotaMan, and this guy is rabidly anti-gun, far left leaning, and definitely has a lot to say. So he's interesting to follow, but if you ever critique him, or if he even gets a hint that you might not support him and his craziness, he will block you. I've been blocked for some time. All right, so I absolutely love Pennsylvania. Now, what would he be talking about? He posted this on July 13th, 2024.
I think he likes Quakers. He enjoys the artisanal workmanship of their furniture.
He's a big fan of the Amish. At 6:03 p.m. on the 7/13/24. That seems like it's about the same time that Trump was shot at.
That seems like about 10 seconds afterwards.
Yeah. Oh, by the way, this post is deleted. Okay.
Oh, my goodness. Not another deletion.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh.
Well, there's a bunch of them. I screenshotted a bunch of his deletions. This is just,
I love it.
But this kind of plays into things we talked about in previous videos. These people are out there like giddy that what happened in Pennsylvania even took place. They're like, they think it's a point to joke about. I absolutely love Pennsylvania. Heart emoji.
You're not going to love it in November.
Nope.
Sir.
I can't wait to see his head explode when Trump
it's going to be so good.
Wins this one, and he just absolutely loses his mind. Well, he have to have a mind to lose it again, but
fair.
When he freaks out on Twitter.
There will be emotions.
Oh, there will
be emotions.
There will be.
Yeah, by the way, I just read ahead on his next tweet,
yes.
And I kind of giggled out loud.
So I want to point out who LotaMan is. There's two things, and I could go down a real rabbit hole here, but I'll just briefly summarize what happened. Just recently, another Twitter user, goes by Sarah Fields, exposed LotaMan for being a fake Lakota. He doesn't belong to the Lakota tribe. She contacted the tribal leaders. They said they don't know who this guy is.
And then she posted it.
Yeah, she posted everything, his entire backstory. The guy's a complete fraud, as so many of these Democrat operatives, these paid shills that go out there and talk about violence like this and promote the violence, like Harry Sison and all the other clowns, JoJo and Brooklyn Dad Defiant. All these people out there taking money to promote violence and talk about how evil Trump is, how he's an existential threat to democracy, and how he's going to take your rights to vote. This is another one from that crew. And so he hates guns. And number 12, Doc, this is an interesting exchange from not long ago. This was in 2022. And Warpath, a YouTube, or not, maybe a YouTuber, but a Twitter poster, had this to say. And this was making fun of the left constantly going after the AR-15, thinking it's a death ray that, you know, if you just fire it and everybody in the same zip code where it's fired dies instantly and all this crazy stuff. It's just facts. Yeah, it's just this incredibly powerful weapon that's a varmint cartridge. But anyway, so Warpath posted, I am prior service armored infantry for the Coast Guard. For those unfamiliar, this is the button that switches your AR from regular semi-auto to overlapping auto. A civilian has no business with this capability. This is a joke post. This is a trolling post, which is really funny. And he circles the forward assist on the AR-15. If you're watching this video, you follow our channels, you know what the forward assist is. It is not something that controls full auto or anything like that. What did LotaMan say? Exactly. Thank you.
Finally, we found the button. We found it, Tim.
There it is.
We need to remove all forward assists from our uppers going forward, and we've solved the problem. You know what? I mean, it is kind of, when was the last time you used a forward assist, though? I mean, like, let's be honest. Like
Kyle Rittenhouse used it to great effect. But yeah, overlapping full semi-auto capabilities. Full semi-auto.
The full semi. You got to watch out for the semi-auto to overlapping auto.
The only thing there that
overlapping auto.
Yeah, it's overlapping auto, which obviously is, you know, like a clutch break. It's a joke.
Is that where the bullets leapfrog?
Yes, they're overlapping. So they'll fire and then fire 2 rounds immediately after that. Yeah, it's overlapping. Yeah. So exactly. Thank you. We need to control these overlapping auto switches on AR-15s. So this is the mental prowess of the people commenting out there right now with regards to what just transpired over the weekend, and they're all idiots. LotaMan is a special type of idiot, and I think we're going to feature him more going forward in the future.
You think so? I kind of miss Davey over at K-12. We need to check on him.
Well, I did check on him this morning. It's funny you should bring that up. He posted a video. Now he's an expert in security measures and counter sniping, and he posted a whole video. Maybe we should I should pull that, and if it isn't already deleted, and
we'll see.
And see if we can't talk about his stupidity in that one, because this is the same man that says the police are useless, and that's basically the narrative he's pushing in this most recent video. Police are useless. Good guys with guns. Stop it. The cop that peeked over the rooftop acted in cowardice. Guns don't help anybody. Good guys with guns. There's no such thing. Just get rid of the guns and get rid of police and get rid of security. None of it really does anything. He's continuing that line of thinking, if you can even call it thinking. So maybe we'll talk about him. He's a special kind of stupid. Maybe. I love that.
See what happens.
Yeah, it's a lot of fun. Anyway, thanks for watching Second Legacy.
I missed your G3s.
What's that?
I missed them.
Oh, you do?
I missed your G3s. Well, yeah, I enjoy these scenic drives through crazy you take us on.
Sometimes they just don't give us much to work with, but we have plenty to work with now for the next few months, I suspect. All right, folks. Thanks for watching Second Legacy. We'll talk to you guys soon.